Good morning, everybody. Today we're talking about Tide of Ashes. Now, there are 4 difficulties to Tide of Ashes. This video will cover difficulty 3, which will cover difficulties 1, 2, and 3, but 4 you might see some differences. Okay, taking a look at this, put your damage carry in the top right corner. Don't think about it. Whoever does the most damage, put him in the top right corner. And then the first thing we need to pay attention to is a box. There's going to be a box that spawns at 2:35 on the clock, okay? 2:35. And you need to take your damage carry that you put in the corner and pick up that box. And then immediately go back to the corner. If you've done that, congratulations, that's all you got to do. Everything after that is just core breaking. Now, when we see those missiles explode, go ahead and slow your game down and get ready to core break, okay? Activate all your buffs, start core breaking, hit that Shen ultimate, and as soon as you see those cores break, you can go ahead and use your damage carries ultimate, okay? But again, as soon as you see the missiles, that's when you start core breaking. And the reason why our damage carry is hiding on that far right side is because the boss is going to turn one of our units red. And that red is going to like transfer from center to center. It's going to be passed on like a plague. And if the person who picked up the box turns red, they explode. They cease to exist. So right now you can see Levy turned red and it's being passed between all of the centers. As long as that's not on Drea, we're fine. Okay, so here's the second core break. When you see that box appear, move everybody outside the box, slow the game down, and core break. Okay, so missiles is the first core break. The second core break is the box. And it's the same thing. We're just going to core break, apply all of our buffs, and use our damage carries ult. Okay, it's that easy. We don't even play the game until we see the core break. Okay, don't, like, seriously, don't click any buttons. Just wait until you see cores, and then you can click your buttons. This last set of core breaking is going to happen at 30 seconds, and that's all we're going to do. Now keep in mind, you see these fire tiles on the left side? Those fire tiles will instantly defeat your centers. So try to play like a little bit more forward. And as long as you're playing forward, you don't have to worry about those tiles like deleting you. Now see, here's more missiles. That's our sign to slow the game down. And we can go ahead and do our final round of core breaking. Now that we've done our final round of core breaking, we can go ahead and apply all of our buffs. And now the cores are broken, we can go ahead and use our damage carries damage. Okay? Picking up the box allows our damage carry to do a lot more damage. And keeping our damage carry in the corner prevents them from exploding. Okay, and that's all there is to it. You pick up the box at 2:35, you break 3 sets of cores, you use your abilities when they're core broken, and you get 16 million points. Okay, Tide of Ashes is just that easy. Now, I would recommend a healer, okay? The Tide of Ashes boss does hurt a lot. So if you can borrow a Shin every time, hopefully you can borrow a Shin every time. Everybody watching my videos, put your Shin as one of your 2 support units. The rest of your guild will thank you, okay? Like, healers just make this much easier, and Shin being such a good support, there's no reason not to bring Shin to Tide of Ashes. Now, if you're working with a younger roster, right, you don't have much in the tank, we're pretty much doing the same thing. You're going to want to either borrow Shin or borrow a damage dealer. Okay, whichever option that you need to do. Like if you have a healer and you need damage, go ahead and borrow like a Summer or like a Zero or a Bai Yi or something. Or if you have like a really strong built damage dealer and you need to borrow a healer, do that. The only thing that you really need is, again, you need to pick up the box, okay? So we're about to see the box, 2:35, right? The box. There's the box. Grab it with your carry, put him back in the corner. And aside from that, all you really need is enough core breaking. So here I have Labyrinth, and my favorite Tide of Ashes pick, actually, Gekabijin. Gekabijin can break 4 cores. Really cheap, really easy way to meet the necessary core breaking. So Labby breaks 1 core, Gekabijin breaks 4, and then Labby breaks the last one. We core break the boss, we can use our damage carries ultimate, and we can just go back to willy-nilly. Now, this isn't going to net you 16 million, right? The other 2 strategies will net you 16 million. This is only going to net you like 2, 2.5, 3, really depending on like how strong your damage carry is. But 2 million 3 times a day, every day, is going to be enough for you to reach maximum rewards and contribute a significant amount to your guild. Hell, you'll be better than like 90% of my guild members if you're doing 6 million a day, okay? Like, it's actually a really good score. But the concepts, they all remain the same, right? Bring shield, bring heal, bring whatever you have to bring. I wouldn't really recommend Last Stand unless your people are like really high level and tanky. But if your people are really high level and tanky, you probably don't need to resort to like such extreme measures, right? So take something safe if you need to. If you're comfortable just getting that 2 million score, you don't need much. You need a healer and you need to be able to break 6 cores. Outside of that, borrow your damage dealer and go to town. We're just blinking away at this thing, and you can see how easy it is to keep up with the health bars here. Like, this is a level 70, skill level 7 Macchiato who's keeping like 2 Umbras at full HP. Like, imagine if one of these was an Endura. Okay, and I'm not even using the heal Potesta. Okay, so it's real easy. You can probably do this with the Phantoms. The Phantoms that they provide you in ToA. You could absolutely do this with the Phantoms that they provide you in ToA. Bring a healer, use the Phantoms, borrow a damage dealer, done. You just need to be able to break 6 cores. As long as you can break 6 cores, you're fine, you're golden. Okay? Just do the same things that we did with the Bleed team. Do all of that here with these guys. Make sure you grab the box, break the cores, and only use your ultimates and abilities when you break the cores. Right there, I just showed what happens when somebody who picked up the box becomes red. You see how Summer just kind of fell over and exploded? That's what happens if they turn red, okay? It does net you a little bit more damage. It's nothing significant. I wouldn't use it. But, you know, it's an option if that final core break, if you want to squeeze a little bit more damage out, you can make your damage dealer turn red, and it'll work. Here's the stuff I used for this clear. Again, this is a really okay invested Macchiato. Level 7 skills with final prologue. Like, it's nothing special. It's just a Macchiato. Okay, and the last thing I want to show you guys is just another example clear. This time just like full-on Reforged Summer. Like, the difference between a strong roster and like a new roster. So this is like a full support, or full summon support squad, okay? We've got Lysandra for reasons. We've got Gekabijin still so that we can break the cores. And we've got Eve and Shalena to maximize Summer's damage. Summer's about to grab her box. Now that she's grabbed her box, she's just going to sit in the corner all day. She's never going to participate. She's never going to leave that corner ever again. And we're just sitting here waiting for this boss to use his missiles. There's his missiles. We slow the game down. And now we go ahead and break those cores. And now we can go ahead and use Summer's abilities, activate our Shin, and go to town. And now we've clicked all of our buttons. We're just waiting for the next core break phase, okay? The next one, he's going to put a box down. We're going to dodge the box, and then we're going to core break him, okay? Now keep in mind, those fire tiles are still going to come to the left. Right there, those fire tiles, you don't want to be in that back row, okay? That does instantly defeat your sinners, and they will cease to exist. So be careful of that. Don't hide in the back left, hide on the back right. Okay, the boss is about to reveal his cores again. He's about to make a box. Let's see that box. There it is. Dodge the box. Slow the game down, because again, he's about to reveal his cores. Give yourself the opportunity to like fight back, okay? That time slow button is here for a reason. And now that the box has exploded, now we can go ahead and core break him. Let's go ahead and use all of our core breakers. Again, you don't need anything fancy or special, okay? You just need to be able to break 6 cores. And Gekabijin is great for this. I love Gekabijin, okay? You don't have to build Gekabijin, but she makes it comfy, right? You have all the available cores that you need. And once the boss is core broken, we click all of our buttons, turn on all of our buffs, then activate all of our ultimates, and we wait for the next core to appear. Okay, real nice, real simple. There's the next set of fire. This is why we don't play to the far left, because we can't. And right here with about 30 seconds left, the boss is going to reveal his cores once more, and we'll be done and did. Did and done. Slow the game down. There's the missiles, okay? You want to slow the game down when you see the missiles. And you can see Last Stand makes you take a lot of damage. This is why I don't recommend Last Stand to younger rosters. because it does hurt, okay? You have to have like level 70 at least centers to be able to rock Last Stand. Okay, but now that we're at this last stage, we just activate all of our buffs, including Eve buff, that's a huge one, and we let it ride. And that's all you gotta do. You gotta pick up the box and then break the cores 3 times. And again, only use your ultimates, only use your abilities when the cores are broken. You're wasting a lot of damage if you decide to attack without the broken cores. Okay? And that's all you gotta do. Just like that, that's 16 million with bleed, and that is 16 million with summer. Okay, so this is a 16 million strat. Just keep your damage carry in the corner, keep them nice and safe. You don't need to bring anything special. You just need to be able to break cores. And if you can break those cores, you're good to go. Now, again, I recommend Shen every run if you can. Borrow a Shen if you have to. Like, Shen makes this real nice and real easy. So if you can do that, hats off to you. The rest of it, use Judgment if you can. Judgment's huge damage. But aside from that, you're good to go. See you the next time. Peace.